Hello there. My name is Raymond. Namaste. I needed to make this video for my own personal review, my own personal notes, and for anything it reaches, awesome, you know? To elaborate and use discernment on three main topics today, which I will add to the concept in the Library of Expanded Minds or Cosmos, of course, and as well I invite discussion upon. I invite elaboration upon. Yes, I will be going over the topics of my Tibetan studies, the Tibetan arts, and as well the third eye, the heart chakra, the relevancy in conjunction of the heart chakra and the third eye, and how they connect with each other, or in Sanskrit terms, the ajna, third eye, pineal gland, and as well the heart chakra, the anahata, how this coincides with each other. So, one moment. Okay. It's getting very tense out there. It's getting a lot of tension out there. 2020, hell of a year, isn't it? And it's gonna keep getting worse. It's gonna get little waves here and there, up and down, little spikes here and there. Okay, so I'm listening to that for now. How is this in discernment to the third eye, the Tibetan studies, everything we go over in Expanded Minds, everything we go over in our live studies, in our research, because it's not just a topic anymore. It's not just a hobby anymore. It's not just something to study anymore. It's getting to the point of, as you can see, the protests, the riots, COVID-19, these conspiracies, which I cannot even mention certain things because this video will be taken down, actually. The fact that more than ever our right to freedom of free speech and our First Amendment is slowly being taken away, right before our very eyes. And those that are open enough, those that are clear enough to see this, they see it. It's amazing, right in front of us. It's just right before us, our rights are being taken away. And how is this? We can no longer just ignore the simple fact in front of us that there has to be something done in a peaceful way. You've heard of the Chaz concept in Seattle. We've all seen the Floyd situations. We've all seen what these COVID situations are doing. We all see the element that's being taken here, how they're using this without conspiracies, without going into conspiracies. It's not about conspiracies. It's about what's the fact is. The fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, we're in the state of a world where there's a veil being revealed. We're at a point of the world where we have to do something about it. Whether we like it or not, for our family, for our generations to come, for our children after that, in a peaceful way. And it coincides with this rainbow tribe, rainbow family, this new age, stuff. When it's not really new age at all. It goes along with something that's been passed down for generations and generations, that one day there's going to be a time where, our souls are called in, to do something. And now that it's happening, 60% of us are just freaking the fuck out. And it's just like, it's been mentioned for years, with all due respect. And most of you know this, that pay attention to these channels and esoteric teachings. Most of us know that this has been mentioned. I mean, along the way. So there's no reason to panic, Venom, energy drink. Energy, lots of energy. Yeah. I stay up a lot, just writing, researching. The state of the world is not going to get better unless we do something about it. And we can all feel that. It's in our DNA right now. It's in our soul. The tension, all the retrogrades that are happening, the planet retrogrades, one after the other, after the other. There hasn't been this much energy in the air since what? Literally since the last couple of world wars. We can all feel it. This much energy has not been called into order for a long time. So that's why those of us in a lower dimension, we're gonna riot. We're gonna go and buy toilet paper. We're gonna, we don't know what to do. We're not plugged in. We're not tapped into the current stratosphere and what's going on right now. So we're gonna panic. We're gonna impulse buy, impulse attack. Just impulsively, just do what we don't understand we need to do. Something we need to do right now. Oh my God. Really. So unorganized today. Something I invite you all to do is enter these discussions with yourself, with your family, and if they're not open-minded, I respect that. With your family, with your friends. And if they're not open-minded, I respect that. And you must be able to respect that too. But it's getting to the point, no matter what though, we use respect, but we realize it's not about being that conspiracist anymore. It's not about having too much fear of insulting people now upon your beliefs and being a closeted witch or being a closeted energy worker. The right, I do agree. Yes, that's true. Yes, I know, right? Yes, I love mango, and I just have to stay organized. The last few weeks, I've just been delving into research and my studies and my meditations and interviewing my sisters and brothers that I can, putting that out there as much as I can, as much content as I can, on energy works, Reiki, Tibetan studies I use a lot. But how does this all coincide? It coincides, like I said, because we're reaching the point where we have to dig into our energy. We have to dig into our energy fields and not riot and not fight. That's what they want. I can't say too much on that subject because then it can be considered a conspiracy video. It can be taken down. But the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, let's look at the result of what's been taken away. They've successfully installed social distancing as a norm. They don't want us together as much as they used to. There's a reason for this, okay? That's a common war tactic, and/or the Nazis used that in Germany to distance each other, okay, before said event. There's similarities here and parallels being taken. Will it be taken to that extent? No, because they know that they're dealing with different people, a new age, and they can't do it to that extent. So they're being a lot more sneaky about it, a lot more sneaky, and they're underestimating our spiritual potential. This is an act that's been in the making for years. Diminishing our pineal gland with fluoride in the water, chemtrails in the air. This goes along with rigging our election. This goes along with rigging the media and the books we read, and even the Bibles that we have read have been altered. These books of prophecy have been altered. They have labeled everything that has to do with the third eye and the snake and Kundalini as evil on purpose to detour us from the truth that if we really want to stop them, we use this apple, this torsion field within us. You take a bite of the apple, and we take a bite of this knowledge, it's metaphorical. You want to take a bite of the knowledge that God has forbidden you. That doesn't make sense. That does not make sense, first of all. It is not. The whole point of the true Bible or the true essence of the soul is to find answers. You don't want to just obediently listen since day one like they want you to. Something's about to happen of prophetic, literally prophetic dilemma, okay? Whether we like it or not. You can be Catholic, Buddhist, you can be Satanist, you can be Indian, whatever you want. We're at a prophetic time, no matter what you want to call it, okay? Whatever you want to call it, I respect that. But we're in a prophetic time where we have to get off our ass, metaphorically speaking, and do something about it. And we all feel that. So half of us are just buying toilet paper and or riding and thinking this is the answer. That does not make sense to me. But what the answer is for energy workers, for witches out there, for Reiki workers, for Tibetan gurus, for Guruji paths, is to realize we're all in the same energy field. Okay, whether you're using a wand, whether you're using a mudra, whether you're using any type of channeling your energy, a crystal, you're tapped into this energy. Okay, there's a lot of energy right now. Light workers and witches have told me, well, my spells don't work. Well, what if I do to make it stronger? Well, that's because your 0 point is not strong enough, madam and sir. Okay, I use Tibetan Guruji arts to delve into the 0 point of our duality. No one culture has all the answers. It's the world of the people that has the answers. We as people, as humans, have a piece of this puzzle, but a huge part of this puzzle is Asia, Egypt. Egypt and Asia, Tibet, India, had a lot of knowledge in these subjects of literally transforming the mind, body, and soul into a vehicle, and to manipulate reality around us and or to jump dimensions. This was a science one time that was kept secret, and it shouldn't be kept secret anymore. Peace and love is above the key. Peace and love and light, and these generate the most highest possible energy possible. And I install this in all my teachings and in all my arts and to all my brothers and sisters. I believe that love is literally the key. Whether it be all these songs, these cliches, as you want to see it, and or it's not like Walt Disney. It's not like the movies all the time. It's not literally the kiss of a man or a woman. It's not per se family. In a way it is, but not family. It's the generation of protection. It generates in our DNA. Love literally pushes evolution. Love literally scientifically is the reason we evolve. If there is no love there, we would not evolve. If there is no love there, we cannot perceive well with strength. This is why Jesus always pointed to his heart. This is why Buddha always referenced the heart lamp in Buddhist tantric terms, the lighting of the heart. This is actually very true on a metaphorical, scientific, and metaphysical level. In the heart chakra, Adharahata, there is a part of the heart. It's tiny that generates electricity, that generates light. There's a bioluminescence to it. Okay, in the heart chakra, there is literally, physically speaking, an anatomical level, anatomically speaking too, not just physically speaking, but look at the anatomy of it as well. There is a part that has electricity, that is the source of our ba-bum, ba-bum, bum-bum. Now, if you want to be a little doctor for a little bit, okay, I'm not kidding you, and get a little stethoscope, okay, you can listen to this, okay, it's just ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. And I recommend you try little things like this. You can meditate to this. So, why? This is just one of many tools I use, a little stethoscope. You can use at home, okay? Yay. So, why? Your heart resonates, your heart vibrates at the same human resonance of the universe. It's like a drum, a direct link to the universe. You don't just have your third eye as we think. It's not just the third eye we have to tap into, it's as well the heart. So you want to unite the eyes within us. Okay, you want to, as there's two above, there's two inside, as above, so below. So the two eyes right here, okay, would represent Ida, Pingala, the sun and moon. Okay, left hemisphere, right hemisphere, one creative thinking and art, the one's logic, and reasoning. Okay, and that would be Ida, Pingala, moon and sun, and the same thing. I've been over this with my tantric breathing exercises, but it goes past tantric, it goes past Tibetan though. Right now, in overall culture and overall puzzle piece awareness. It's not about one culture. It's about how we unite these teachings into a functioning reality for us to change the world. We can't just make this a dream anymore. We can't just make this. We have to make this dream a reality, or else we're all gonna fail. Whether you want to call it samsara, and it's we're the end of our kalpa, we're the end of our phase. As someone in Asia would say it, we're reaching the end of our phase. This has been going on for a few thousand years and we're reaching this. The world's not going to end. There is no end of the world, but there is phases. Okay, there's chapters, so to speak, that the world goes through. Okay, and in the Vedic texts, and as well in some of the tablets of Thoth, it's mentioned that there will come a phase in different terms. That's why I mentioned Egypt and Asia a lot. And even the Bible mentioned these two a lot. Even though they have been edited, there's a lot of truth in the Bible, though. I am never disclaiming there's no truth in it. No. I'm saying everything we've read and hear is edited because we've only been born in a lifespan of what? How old are we? 20, 30, 40? Maybe 60, even 70 or 80 years old. You're still very young. The content that we've been seeing since we were born has been around since before our grandparents, since before their grandparents. So this is a machine that kept us on a hamster wheel, comfortably working, watching TV, going on dates. Am I pretty enough? Am I handsome enough? Oh, wait, what's really going on out there? And look inside to the answers. Look inside to your third eye and your heart chakra. These two must unite. Okay, so you see a bigger awareness of the bigger picture. How bees have a hive mind. They're connected for the betterment of their race, their species. We have forgotten this. Now, am I saying we should be robotic? Oh, hell no. We deserve free will, and we will always have free will. I am not saying that bees do not have free will. No, this is a misinterpretation of the fact that I am not saying we should all be drones. I'm saying we should all work towards our better achievement and actually work together. And energy is a big part of this, and love is a big part of this. I've gone over exercises and how to help the pineal gland. There's three things we have to remember here. The pineal gland is the source of our antenna to get information. Our ajna, our third eye, would so we must open that, decalcify that. Okay, think loving thoughts is very important to open yourself up to protectiveness, to love and protectiveness. Okay, love and protectiveness is the biggest emotions you can have. Now, how do you put that into play? I mentioned earlier, I've had a couple of my dear friends that are witches or light workers say it isn't working what they're doing. Okay, well, with the retrogrades, okay, with all the tension in the air, you have to focus all the more on your 0 point. You have to go in to bring your energy out. It's not about crystals, okay? It's not about themes. It's not about tarot reading. It's not about these items. All they are is channels and ways that you're putting your energy into it in the first place. If you say, with all due respect, well, I don't know why this is not working, then you have to work in your own 0 point first, like a battery. You have to release that energy first, out first, okay? That energy is inside and must be channeled. These items are not needed. Okay, in theory, if you had enough energy, we can stop all this writing and or all this going on. That's why we have to release that, as they would say, kundalini, or energy rise. So the conjunction of the third eye and the heart lamp. Okay, so in Tibetan studies and in the Dzogchen teachings, which I dove into greatly, these teachings have been around an organized system of the chakras and how to awaken them. They've been around BC, 5,000 years, before Christ. And I believe somehow he was just an expert on these teachings. Was he born to do it? Yes. Was Buddha born to do it? Yes. Are they actual Messiah figures? Sure. I will not discredit that. But what I am saying is they were real. What I'm saying is they were all trying to teach us something we can all do. And for some reason, these people have always been, whether it be small examples like Martin Luther King or JFK, or small examples like Gandhi, or whether it be bigger examples like Shakyamuni, or Jesus himself. Anyone that goes against the system has always been made an example of. When it comes to our true potential of love and what we can do and unite as one. The rioting's ridiculous, and we're not going to win that way. You know, uh, Putin said, Putin of Russia, he one time said, the Fourth World War will be fought with sticks and stones. When asked about a Third World War, he said, well, I will not respond on if there will be ever a Third World War, but if there was, the Fourth World War will be fought with sticks and stones. Meaning, if there was a third war, no one would win. Nobody would win. There'd be no one left standing, and all the nations know it. Okay? South Korea knows this. Okay? Russia knows this. Okay? America knows this. So they developed a sneaky way of making a new world order. Okay? It's being done right before our eyes. Okay? And the ones with lower energies, okay, and no light in their heart, no light in their pineal gland, are not going to be able to see it. They're just going to know violence, impetulance, pettiness, and thievery. And can this be changed? Can this be fixed? Yes. I do believe that. Am I the one to say that no one deserves a chance? No. Yes, there is many exercises and classes that I can help with this, with the pineal gland and the third eye. Definitely, yes. It's actually one of the instructions and classes that I offer as well. And this is all online. Anything can be done through messaging and or online. Just very helpful. I even have some videos on that topic actually, in detail. On like what helps, like turmeric. Turmeric helps. Let's see. Cloves, turmeric. See, little things like cloves, turmeric. These things help the pineal gland decalcify. And this is a small example. Cloves really helps. Simple cloves, and you don't want to drink cloves just like powdered. You want to put them in capsules. That's what I do. I capsulate a lot of powders. Just buy empty capsules, veggie capsules, to put powders in for pills, and just put some cloves or turmeric. And you can actually buy this in pill form too, in capsule form. Apple cider vinegar. It stings. Apple cider vinegar helps too. And there's exercises as well. There's meditations that help on this too. The dark room meditation helps a lot. This is why the Tibetans did dark room therapy. This is why the monks isolated themselves for literally months at a time in darkness with literally no light, because there's a brain hack involved. There's a trick involved here. Meditation is so misunderstood in the West. In America, so misunderstands yoga and so misunderstands what meditation is. It's not just Om and, just rising and that's bullshit. No offense. The real reason to this is machining the body inside to activate your chakras on an actual scientific level. There's actual methods here. And to just think you just love and peace is not, it's nice, but it's not machining the body. What they did is they would put themselves in the darkness. Now what darkness does is it releases chemicals from the pineal gland. That's why when we're asleep, we're dreaming. Our pineal gland's more active at night, or our pineal gland's more active when there's darkness. The DMT, the melatonin, the serotonin, all these chemicals that help us dream and sleep are coming from the pineal gland. Okay? So when we're in darkness for more than an hour or two, even if you're wide awake, and this is what they would do, they would literally for just a day straight, 2 just sit there with their eyes open in the dark. This would hack the brain and open the pineal gland slowly. They would do this so much that it decalcified their pineal gland with proper meditation and being in the dark. Now, one thing I say is, since I was blessed to meet and know personally a couple of these Gurujis and monks, I developed a way that we don't have to give up everything. We don't have to, be in the mountains and monasteries, and we don't have to. That's the point of these exercises, especially now. You want to be with your family. They mean well, bless their soul, but the whole point of this in the end is to unite with each other, not isolate yourself. Now, is isolation used here and there? Yes. Yeah. But you don't have to go to the extreme of isolating yourself in a temple, all your life. That's the point of these, to bring them home to you, for free. That's the point, because these are life or death situations we're in, so these exercises help the pineal gland and the heart, because true energy and power comes from the pineal gland and the heart, okay? All these 7 chakras that they mentioned, Maladhara, Svadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Ajna, Sahasrara, all of them in Sanskrit base. Honestly, the most important ones are Anahata, your heart, and right here, okay? All the other ones, with all due respect, we can forget. With all due respect, we can forget them, okay? The main one that matters right now is the heart and your third eye, okay? So, yes, they're nice, but as long as you're healthy, your lungs are in order, your liver is in order, your stomach's in order, then overall we're good, okay? These help the functionality of the organs, the other ones help the functionality of the organs, or our day-to-day processes, okay, and our sexual functions. Now, me as a Guruji, I don't believe in sexual functions. I'm actually celibate. But the point being is that this is what they do, and this is why I explain it in a straight out informative way. And this is why I study so much, because it's amazing to take in all these cultures and put them together. Whether it be European, whether it be Vedic, whether it be Egyptian, whether it be Tibetan, it's amazing, to get, Wicca. And let's say, let's say I do want to use an athame and use chakra. And let's say I do want to use tarot cards and tarot reading. And I don't want to just meditate on myself. I do want to use items. Let's say I did want to do that. It makes it stronger. It fuels it up, When you fill up your pineal gland with light, when there's light inside, they say in the Bible and they say in many texts, when your eye is single and full of light, that is when true vision starts. You don't start really seeing until, because scientifically speaking, we all have a bioluminescence in us, and in the Dzogchen arts, and you hear this a lot, rainbow body, rainbow family, there's more to, there's a history to that. In the Dzogchen texts, the ultimate fruition was a rainbow body, where you literally get to light up your body with light. And this is the fruition of enlightenment. They leave this part out because these parts are secret teachings. These are secret teachings in Tibet, which I do not believe they should be secret anymore. But actual instructions of how to do this, though, I don't put that in my live videos. I will go over these secret instructions with anyone one-on-one on messaging, on anyone, on Zoom, on messaging, on any kind of context, complete detailed instructions on how to open your pineal gland, how to open your heart, and what is the fruition of the rainbow body. It is ethically wrong for me to say the exact instructions as any Tibetan teacher would say. I have to, I will say that because it's not even just ethically. It's the fact that it's just so complex. And this is not in reference to the pineal gland anymore. I'm not talking about the pineal gland anymore in this reference. It's just some of these, and even the ones that are the best ones, the most pure to heart, and the most pure to heart ones that they have out there. Because there's some tantras out there you should not listen to, okay? Let me when it comes to Tibetan arts, there are some gurus and there are some teachers, and there's, and just like any teacher, some you just not listen to, okay? Some of them will use manipulation, some of them will use sex. You just stay away from that. Just no, no, no. This is shameful in every way. Just using it for their manipulation. These fake tantras, these fake teachers that just want to use a way, to get in the students' pants and/or to get their money. Or some it's money. It's greed. Maybe not lust. No. If this is really about enlightenment and saving them at the end of the day, give them the instructions they need so they can do it on their own without manipulation. And that's why I offer these as much as I can to show that online, free, and I do all these little tactics, to show. I mean this with an open heart, and I mean this with an open soul, and I've been doing this all my 28 years of life, and I absorb a lot of content, and I don't socialize, I don't party, I don't believe in the whole girlfriend boyfriend thing, awesome, cool. I know something's coming. I know we need to be prepared. And I just try to absorb as much information as I can and dish it out to anyone that's willing to use it and be better than me. I want you to be better than me. And you should always inspire others to be better than you. So all this rioting, the COVID-19, all these, it's gonna get a little worse, okay? And then it's gonna get a little better, a little worse, a little better. What can we do right now? What can we do? Okay, what can we actually do? You meditate, you dig deep, you bring in this light, you get off that hamster wheel, you change your way of life, because obviously it's not working anymore. And even if, and I'm not speaking to just one or two or three people or four, I'm saying us as a human race, we have to get off our asses and actually do something about it. And that doesn't mean use violence or deterrence or yell. We can actually dig deep. It even says in the Bible to look at these teachings, to look at these, to look at these prophecies, and and meditate, so to speak. Not riot and impulse buy. You want to open up your heart, and there is actual instructions on how to open up your heart. Okay, there's actual instructions on how to literally open up your heart chakra. There's actual specific instructions in the tantras, in the 17 core direct continuums, in the Tibetan arts, of how to open this, and to unleash this rainbow body, so to speak. Okay. Now, I believe the unition, and I believe to unite, to correct myself, to unite these teachings, these cultures is needed in this time. No one culture will have it right, but all are connected to the source. One thing I do give the Tibetan arts and these secret teachings is one thing for sure. They tell you how to reach the 0 point of your awareness. There's a part of you that's not alive or dead. There is a part of you in here that is not affected by emotion, and there is a part of you in here that's not affected by the world around you at any given time or point. There's a point in your heart, there's a point in your awareness that you can reach. It's a torsion field, your own sense of gravity, your own energy field that we can tap into. People would call it your aura, so that's a part of it. But it's so much more than that. When you activate your pineal gland and you have an awareness, we call this quantum meditation. In quantum meditation, what is the process here? In quantum meditation, you're not just, no, none of that. No. But with all due respect, no, okay? Quantum meditation is the concept of going so deep into your awareness, okay, cutting these thoughts, cutting these illusions, that you get right to the source. Okay, where are these thoughts coming from? Okay, what source am I? You get to the core of this awareness. It's like throwing a rock into a stream, okay? You throw a rock in the stream, and it disrupts the current a little bit. You see these ripples and everything. This is how thoughts are, okay? But just because a thought comes up during meditation, don't stop the meditation. It will on its own be absorbed, by the awareness. Don't go down the thought hole. You want to let it pass and metaphorically say thank you. But why am I doing this? You must do this with a drive to be set free. It is, hello, namaste. How are you doing? It must be driven with a drive. It must be, why am I doing this? To enter pure meditation or rigpa. Rigpa is Sanskrit for state of absorption and focus. Okay? There has to be a drive. Okay, what's the drive? It's not just to be calm anymore. It's not just for peace anymore. That's the point of this. So when we go into these meditations, whether it be sky gazing, whether it be just in your room, whether it be just in your office, whether it be dark room meditation, now you want to use these discourses of change to, I want to make this better. I want to be part of this change. And your soul will link to this. Your soul will link to the everything that's going on, okay? And whether you want to call it the Akashic Records, whether you want to call it the Nexus, you can connect to the universe during this quantum meditation. What we're seeing in our eyes, this is not just darkness. If you meditate for 30 minutes, you can visualize, you can start seeing lights here and there. The lights, that's very important, okay? Interesting side note. This is an interesting little test you can do to prove that awareness plays with you. Your own awareness will play with you to show you what's there, okay? Say you're in the dark for 30 minutes straight. You're going to start seeing a little lights, okay? I'm not joking. This is something we learn through the Tibetan teachings, okay? That in pure darkness, your awareness starts showing itself like a mirror upon a mirror. And so they meet each other, okay? Like a mirror looking at another mirror. Your own awareness will say, hello, hi. Now, this is not your spiritual guide. This is not to be misunderstood as your higher guide. This is not to be misunderstood as your higher self. This is your own primordial energy. This is your own chi, your own meditational concept of this. That's a good concept. How do I not fall asleep? That's a good one. That's a good concept, and that's understandable. And why do I say it like that? Because it can happen. It's happened to me so many times. Okay, because you just fall into so much comfort, before you reach the said point of rigpa or samadhi. Say you actually can cut through the thoughts, and let's say the thoughts don't get to you. Let's say you're good at that. The thoughts, you don't get distracted, and that's part of it. That's half of it. You don't want to get distracted. So now we're entering, I'm going to find the answers. I'm going to be part of the solution. This is my drive. I need to find a way to protect, to love. I need to find a way to nurture myself. And I'm raising my vibrations as I speak. I am, and so I speak. This concept is I am, increases vibrations. But the point being is you can get to a point where you just fall asleep because you're so comfortable. You're so relaxed, you're so in bliss, you're reaching that point in nirvana. And it's like, before you reach that point of 0 point, that's not even the problem sometimes. And it's ironic, because you're so comfortable. And that's the point. That's part of how you know it's working, though. That's part of how you know you're not far, though. Because you can reach that point, because meditation triggers the same chemical responses as when you're asleep. That's the point of this. You want to quantum meditate, and you want to reach that same dimension you're at when you're sleeping. Because when we're sleeping, we're neither alive or dead. We're in this middle point, and you can almost feel that. And that's what we're digging into on a 24/7 basis during these meditations. You're learning to literally walk half in and half out, of the whole spectrum of reality. It's no, you want to cut the illusion. This is all an illusion around us. But so, well, honestly, this is not the only solution. I swear. Okay, I promise you. It does sound, but honestly, there's a reason I'm drinking these all the time, though. Because I realize that we kind of need to stay awareness. And I don't believe in drug use. I will say that, but I will say I do understand the meaning of chemicals helping, like caffeine, energy. chocolate actually helps a little bit too. Actually, I think chocolate helps. I think but there's more processes in this though. There's more. There's more. But you reminded me. Okay. It's stressful in the world right now, yo. And we gotta stick together, through determination, wisdom, spreading motivation. And I can come off as random and spontaneous sometimes. I have some brothers and sisters. I'll just be like out of nowhere. Just like, hey, how you doing today? Hey, how are we doing today? I'll send a text. I'll send a message. Like, hey, stay inspired. And and it's just like, why? Well, look at the state of the world we're in. That's why. It's like, I don't mean anything wrong, yo. I'm trying to spread just as much positive vibes as I can, and we need to do that as a team, Oh, yes. Yeah. That's how you're not far off, Miss Angela. And Miss Maria makes beautiful point. These we reach a point when our body is cut from the illusion. You almost reach this little bubble. You almost reach this little, and that's when you start to feel this torsion field. You start to feel this bubble around you of you're not you. You are, but you're not. You start to feel disconnected from your body, And this is why astral projection can happen, or stories of astrally traveling. Because think of yourself in a seat of awareness in your heart, okay? It's like a pilot in a plane. It's like a pilot in a vehicle. In Tibetan culture, we call our body a vehicle, but us is at the core, our heart, and our pineal gland, okay? Are two seats of awareness in a way. We're just controlling everything. We're just controlling like a vehicle, okay? That's all, exactly. We're just controlling this, but at the core, there's an energy. That's what I mean by the 0 point. There's a core of us that is neither alive or dead. And at birth, that's why we see this light, okay? And not just from the womb. It's all metaphorical and connected to each other. And that's why at death, we see a light, okay? This is our own awareness, okay? That we can connect with, okay? This awareness that we are connecting with. And yes, it is so comfortable sometimes. It is so comfortable. So, and I would say, and in some cases, this will build up, so never think of a sleep after meditation, a failure, but rather than another type of win, because you're still absorbing this. You keep on, okay? And you keep on with awareness. You catch yourself. There will be a time. You'll be able to. You're so focused. You're so focused on your awareness that even when you're getting sleepy, once you start getting that sleepy thought of, oh, I just caught that, you'll be able to catch them. You're so aware. You're quantumly thinking. Yes, you're seeing black, but at the same time, you're seeing everything that's within the blackness. You can start seeing the little ripples. You can start seeing the lights. You can start playing with it. And focusing right here in the middle. A good meditation technique is you want to look towards your nose, okay? So almost like you're cross-eyed, okay? So in Dzogchen, another technique I will tell you, don't meditate with your eyes closed. That's right, I said that. Don't meditate with your eyes closed. That's another concept. Who says use them open? In Dzogchen Tibetan teachings, we don't meditate with our eyes closed because we believe, what's the difference? What's the difference between this and that? I can see this vape pen. I can see this little stethoscope because I want to listen to my heart sometimes. The ba-bump, 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 ba-bump. I want to feel that sometimes because I want to be in one with the universe, yo? And that actually helps a lot during meditation. Put on a little stethoscope, okay? And just listen to your heart during meditation, okay? I'm not joking, yo. It actually helps. Listen to your heart during. It really helps. You can get a stethoscope anywhere. Really, you can order one. Just do it. Just do it. I dare you to, yo. And listen to your heart. Okay? I mean that literally speaking. You have to literally listen to your fucking heart. Okay, I don't know how else to say this. This has been going on for like years and years. And it takes a crisis and riots and these concepts to get us to that point of we have to listen to our inner mind, our inner vehicle, our inner soul, our heart to a point like never before. We have to listen to these. The more we use in loving and kindness and compassion and protectiveness, we want to protect, okay? That's half the point of this. We want to protect, okay? This will raise our evolutionary scale immensely. I promise you. We have to think as one, okay? Not as drones, not as robotic, as one, okay? You can still have free will, yo. You still have free will, okay? That's the beauty of us. But we're energy that was incarnated as physical vessels, okay, in a world that's being manipulated by chemicals and information to see if we can catch the point. The 0 point again of where awareness meets itself again. You know, so say we're born as energy in an avatar and we get distracted. Oh, I forgot who I am. Oh, look at this sex. Oh, look at this alcohol. Oh, look at this partying. Oh, look at this job. Oh, and now I'm getting stressed. Now that's the point. That's the trick of it. That's why they believe just put yourself on a mountain. Get away from that stress and don't remember why you're really here, where your real mission. Because all this feels real, but it's not real. It's not affecting your 0 point. It's not affecting you. I've been homeless. I've been on mountaintops. I've literally traveled half the world, not the whole world, sorry, half the world. And there's a point of view where it doesn't go anywhere. It's neither alive or dead. And there's more, people have had more adventures than me, and they're neither alive or dead. This 0 point, it's you don't have to go anywhere as much as you have to go inside, okay? And this can increase your life. This will increase your Reiki. You don't need a certification. You don't need certifications. You don't need paper proving your spirituality, okay? Do I have papers proving spiritual? Yes, I do. Do I need it? No, I don't. Do you need it? No, you don't. We don't need these papers, okay? Because once you reach this 0 point of awareness, it doesn't listen to papers. Energy doesn't listen to papers. A lot of these are monopoly to get money out of you. This is a critical junction we're in, people. Okay? This is a critical junction we're in. Why the fuck do you want to fuck with each other like that? No, excuse my language, but why? It's like we're in a critical moment. And it's like, so do you think rioting or of these anarchic levels of how it's getting in society, literally anarchy, are a wise, productive act? I get where your heart's at, and am I against the whole anarchy thing? Well, I have to be honest. I have an anarchy tattoo on my hand, but it's not the form of anarchy they're doing right now that I agree with. It's spiritual anarchy. It's the fact that no one's going to tell me how to live my life. I will find the answers on my own. It's not fuck the police and I'm going to, kill this person and I'm going to flip this truck and all that. There's a form of spiritual anarchy that we have to discern from life. Peacefully, might I add, peacefully, we have to set the example that you can ask questions and you can get answers. And you can be anarchic without being violent, without these ridiculous acts. Hold on a second. Okay, good. Okay. So, to go back to one thing I was saying earlier. In Dzogchen, we practice with our eyes open. Okay? So, an example of an energy technique to activate your inner core, connecting this and this. So you want to focus. Okay, hold on. Okay, so you want to focus, first of all, You don't have to be lotus. You don't have to sit Vajra style. You don't have to sit in any type of particular style or mudra. You don't have to do that. Now, I can go later into why these matter. I can go into why these matter later in Tibet and why, but that's not the point right now of the core instructions, okay? So, you want to focus your energy. Right here first, your eyesight. Physics dictates in physics that no matter what you look at, okay, the perceived and the perceiver are having a relationship right there, right then. Physics on a quantum level dictates that the second you look at something, vibrationally speaking, it's already acting different on a vibrational molecular level. On a deep molecular vibrational level, that pen, pencil, water, whatever you're looking at, person, is being affected by you looking at it. So this is why we increase our energy. Because the more energy you have in here, the more you're affecting that object or person. So this is why it's so important that we increase our direct energy and link it. This is why. So in theory, when you're being connected to the universe, you have an infinite amount of energy. This Kundalini, as they would say, this snake in you, this energy connection, is that you're being connected to the core source. Nikola Tesla himself said there was a core source of information where he was getting his idea. He did not know the source of this core, but he knew that there was a core. He knew that there was a source, okay? So, look at the tip of your nose, eyes wide open. You want to breathe in and breathe out sharply. So you want to breathe in as deep as you can until your lungs just cannot take it anymore. And breathe out sharp as you can until your lungs are just empty. So with this in conjunction with looking in your nose in the dark helps a lot too. If you're in the dark, awesome. Or put a blindfold around yourself. Noise deprivation helps a lot. Put in noise-canceling headphones, something of the like of this, okay? And this is a concept. You can even do it with no blindfold, though. If you really feel you can, that's the point. Wherever you are, you're getting your mind adjusted to the fact that what's the same, what's the difference? There is no difference between this and this. There's no difference between this and this because it's the same energy. You're looking at it at a quantum level, okay? So that's kind of the trick here. You want to rewire your brain and your heart to see things as all of it's the same. What's the difference? Okay? And this in turn will help you from not falling asleep as well. And indirectly. Because your eyes are open. So you breathe. Okay, now why you put your hands together? You'll see why, okay? Start rubbing. You want to rub your hands together like this while focusing on the tip of your nose and focusing on no thought. If thoughts arise, you gently cut it. You gently push it aside. You don't follow the thought, and the thought will come and go on its own like ripples on water, okay? You let the thought go, it will be absorbed into your energy. What is thoughts but energy? So let them come. Let the thoughts come. And you want to direct it into your energy. You want to direct it into your practice. Now, what are you doing here? You're putting your energy through your hands. This helps a lot of reasons. Reiki, healing, and or just to increase your 0-point input-output. Okay? So after these breathing, you can slowly stop. Pull it apart slowly. And pull them back together. Slowly apart. Slowly together. You'll feel a magnetized energy. You'll feel kind of like a magnet feeling, okay? This traction feeling, okay? That's the energy or prana within your body between your hands. And in prayer form, this energy between your left and right hemisphere of your vehicle, your body, can be put together with your hands. Okay, there's different ways to release this energy. Another one is projected through the eyes. They say in Tibetan culture, once you awaken your heart, you see things with a pure heart. You see things with a pure mind. And that's not to say in the context of pure, as in what people would think pure as. Pure as in the right set of mind. You're doing it for the right morals. You don't want to hurt anyone. You don't believe in senseless sex. You don't believe in senseless killing. You don't believe in senseless stealing. Why do I use the word senseless? Because I understand the meaning of, well, you're fucking hungry and you're homeless and you need to eat something. The only way is to steal. That's not wrong. But I get the point of this metaphor of you must be pure in heart. It's the context of he or she has the right morals of doing it for the right reason. What is the right reason? To be free of this suffering, of samsara, of the suffering we're in on a daily basis, of this, for example, what we're in right now, this rioting, and it's going to get worse. It's going to get much worse. I give it about, at tops, 10, 12 years before we start really seeing the epicenter and the climax of this event. And I say roughly, no, I do not claim any end. There's no end. There's no apocalypse. Oh my God. Okay, there's none of that. But I am saying that we have about 10 or 12 years to do something about it before it reaches a critical point. It's already getting at that critical point. So what I offer here is ways to enlighten ourselves in our heart, to detoxify, because we all have literal parasites. We have literal blockage, and Paraway cleaner, cloves. Like I said, the cloves helps a lot with these tiny parasites we all have in us, all of us. Because whether it be in the intestines, whether they be in the stomach, it's all connected somehow. It's all connected. And they say in the Tao ways, the Tao, that like I mentioned earlier lightly, that the other chakras, have to do with the functioning of your body, the liver, spleen, kidney, stomach, Manipura, the solar plexus chakra, has been used a lot with energy. But I believe that the same energy can be gotten from the heart. Okay? That's why I say, for the sake of making it as simple and important as possible, because some of the ancient old ways can be simplified in a safe way, and we're reaching a point where all that matters is our heart. You have enough love, you have enough awareness, you can push that energy out anyway. Okay, first of all, okay, and it releases all these other schoolings of all these other chakras. You can make a tea with cloves and turmeric. Yes, this is possible. I just, on a taste level, it might be very, very it's a very foul taste. If you can take a shot of strong liquor, Everclear or something like that, then yeah, maybe you can take that. But that's what I'm saying. I'm relating it to that strong. It's just the taste is just so potent. Hold on a second. That's why I recommend, you can get them at Walmart. You can get them on Walgreens. I recommend like the capsules and there's a lot of uses you can use it for. These capsules, empty capsules. And you can put so much in there. You can be creative with it too, and just start taking any powders you have, because by tea, it's gonna be very you can do it. I know you can do it. I'm not saying you can't. You're gonna feel that potent taste, and it might, if you do it in a tea, make sure it's like shot form. Make sure it's like barely any liquid. Then you're not going to be able to take the taste, even with sugar, even with sweetener. You're just not going to be able to. It's that foul. That's why I recommend taking things in capsule form. There's a lot of things I improvise with. Like a lot. And of course, about sage for different uses, basil leaf, bay leaves. All these are good for energy, but not the pineal gland though. Apple cider vinegar, turmeric, cloves, even apple cider vinegar. It has a rancid taste. A lot of these things, it's just another one that has a horrible taste, but it helps the pineal gland. Is onions, or especially let's see, cloves, onions, garlic. Garlic helps a lot. Garlic, yeah, that one helps a lot as well. Darkness helps. Another thing that I use is full spectrum light bulbs. That's actually why the light right now is purple or violet. Actually, the light we get from our regular light bulbs are actually not helpful to us. The same rays of the sun should always be hitting us, and this helps in the absorption of vitamin D. This helps in the absorption of proper minerals that are in the sun or in sunlight. And this is a plant light. It has the full spectrum on it. The same that can help an animal, the same that can help a tortoise, reptile, that kind of thing. You wanna feel like a little plant. You wanna feel photosynthesis. You wanna feel that clean energy, that clean light hitting you. This is not a filter. The actual purple light I'm getting is from the plant light, and this helps me meditate. This helps me because, like I said, true light, sunlight, helps with absorbing this prana. And okay, namaste, Angela. Namaste. You take care, please. Be safe. Love and peace. Sunlight helps absorb in the pineal gland because this part is hollow. And I've mentioned this before. This part of the forehead is hollow. It's porous in a way. It's porous. What's another way of putting it? Porous. So it absorbs the light. You don't even have to see it with your eyes open. So, eyes open or closed. This is why the concept of sky gazing exists. You're looking and you're absorbing the sun rays into your pineal gland. You're absorbing the sun rays into here. Okay, this helps to decalcify too. So with the help of these light bulbs, just simply with your eyes open, don't look directly into the light bulb, obviously. But at a gaze or at a corner, you're absorbing this already. Eyes open or closed. You're absorbing it already through your porous forehead. Okay? So these are different things that can really help activate the light inside of us. Absorbing ultraviolet light, for this primordial energy within us to arise. This awareness to arise naturally. And this is why in Tibet they use extreme cases like dark room therapy, being in the dark for days, and then looking towards the sun for days. Saying, and here's the thing, there's an old moral, and before I get into the mantras and tantras, there's an old story. There's many stories, about how strong chanting or mantras or words are. They in spells, you want to say certain words a certain way, right? Or a certain tone, right? Or a certain frequency. Or you want to say the right word or else you're going to throw off the spell. Stuff like that. That concept of your chant must be exactly right. And there's all I have to say is kind of this little story. There's two teachers that meet, two gurus, okay? One guru is sitting down, lotus position, and reciting a mantra. This other guru is walking down the path and sees this guru sitting down, reciting this mantra. The one that's walking goes up to him and asks him, do you know what you're chanting? And why are you chanting this? And the one sitting down says, I've been chanting this for 30 years, non-stop basically, chanting the same mantra over and over for 30 years. All he stops for is just 2 times a day to get food and use the bathroom, and he goes right back to it, saying this meditation. And he says he knows it well. He knows it so well that it's in his heart and soul. And then the one walking, standing above him, of course, says, well, I hope you know that you've been saying it wrong for 30 years. You're using the wrong words, using the wrong tone, using the wrong dialect, and you just wasted 30 years of your life. So he walks away from the sitting one, smug, and then the one sitting down thinks, ponders, while still sitting in lotus position, levitates and starts floating towards the one walking away from him. And he says, excuse me, I'm genuinely curious. What was I saying wrong then? And how was I saying this wrong, please? And then the one standing looks upon this levitating yogi and says, I think you got the concept right. You got the context. And walks away. What's the point of this story? The point of it being is that there may be a disagreement on the course that exact words need to be exact ways and exact frequencies and exact tones. As long as your heart and your purity and your awareness is fully into these thoughts, you can transmute the frequency as needed to match your level of your heart and your third eye upon what you need done. In this case, it was Lagima, an old mantra to help levitation. And are these things possible? As they say in the Vedic text, and as they say in the Bhagavad Gita, and as they say in these ancient texts, if he or she really wanted to, he can fly without wings, he can walk through walls, he can walk on water, he can walk through solid objects like it was air. These stories, these mythologies, and this science is based on truth and actuality. If we are to cut the illusion that what is around us is not a simulation type / dream like reality, the energy around us will change to the perceived and the perceiver. As I said, it is physics. As I said, we're entering a point where we have to, literally have to, do something about this and change our reality as one. Unlike batteries, we have to charge ourselves up, And we do this through quantum meditation. We do this with vigorous meditations. We do this with strength. Me, I take it an extra mile of celibacy, of not socializing, of, not drinking. This is me personally. Do I prescribe this to everyone? No. You be you, and you do you. But be aware and take time for yourself, and take time for your true awareness. And I invite you all to not be distracted by this hamster wheel of samsara, rioting, violence, and I invite you all to not just do the same thing you've been doing for the last 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, for the last year, for the last 10 years. It's not working. Change up your routine. Everything you do has an impact on the person next to you, and everything they're doing has an impact on the person next to them, and so on and so forth. And this creates an endless ripple effect, and it does create a tsunami. It does create a tidal wave. You think you can't make a difference? You can. And I invite you to make this difference upon yourself, using your heart chakra, using your third eye, your pineal gland, okay, using this torsion field to create your own reality. Like I said, I do offer instructions free. I do offer classes free. I do offer these instructions free, okay? And I can do this through the text of Zoom, in person, text, Even Kick or Snapchat, yo. I try to be LinkedIn, anything. And I try to go out of my way for the seeker, which is you, to show you there is a real way down this rabbit hole that is safe, that has been taught by mentors and teachers for generations, and this is a scientific magical art of going within yourself like cosmos, going within yourself like never before. Okay, a type of quantum meditation to unlock the seal of your heart, to unlock the seal of your mind, and upon opening these seals, unfound, untold energies can be found, and you can do amazing things. But that's only a symptom of enlightenment. These are just symptoms of being enlightened. And we're at a point now where we don't want to reach enlightenment anymore just for common peace. We want to change the world. We want to change the state we're in. We want to change all of this. Okay? So I will reach my conclusion here of saying your heart chakra, the eye within. Okay? You want to see these as one. Okay? Two things never stop working throughout your life. Okay? That's your breath. Even when you're sleeping, you're still breathing. Okay? Your prana, your energy. 24/7. Your lungs don't stop. Your breathing doesn't stop. And your heart doesn't stop. Okay? So you're breathing in your heart. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. It does not stop, does it now? No, it doesn't. So this is constantly in motion, and this is to help reflect how, whether you're sad, depressed, stealing, angry, happy, whatever the case, there's a part of you that's not affected. That's not affected by these outside cases, unless you physically die. But there's a part of you that doesn't even die then. This is what we're trying to bring out before you die, or else you're just going to reincarnate again with the same mission of and sadly we're reaching a point where we're not going to reincarnate anymore as much. This is kind of like our final level. This is the kind of like our final level or so, because this is the end of our phase. This is the end of this kalpa. So we have to. We're on a time limit here. And parting, senseless sex, senseless stealing, senseless drug usage, these senseless things, hurting each other, rioting, impulse buying, it's not going to do anything. It's not, okay? You have to bring out this energy in you, and it helps others light the path for them. You have to be the lamp for them, and light up the lamp of the heart. Light up the lamp of your third eye, and you will in turn light up your soul. It's scientific, magical process, that dwells deep within the cosmos. And we invite all unexpanded minds of cosmos and beyond to take on these teachings. Breathe. Be part of the cosmos. Be part of the solution. Don't be part of the problem, thinking that it's going to help. These teachings take isolation and time, but that does not mean isolate yourself for prolonged periods of time. We have each other. That's a context representation for there's no need for senseless gatherings, senseless, demeaning, hurting people. You want to be alone, isolation, here and there. Meditation, reflect, be really one-on-one with your awareness, like a mirror upon a mirror, So, I will end this for now. And this is how using discernment with the heart chakra, using discernment with the third eye chakra will help in conjunction with the world we're in, because we're reaching a point of prophecy where it states that our rainbow body is needed this is the time that they were always saying in the Bible, in these texts, in these Vedic texts, in the palm leaf scriptures, in all these prophecies. This is what they were speaking of. Okay? So we have to do something about it, not just panic. It's been around for a long time. They've been telling us for a long time. The universe has found conduits, avatars, books, and the government did a good job of editing them and hiding them, but it was going to come to this regardless. So I invite you to actually do something about it, and I invite you to find a cause like never before. It's not just about you anymore. It's not just about me anymore. It never was. It never will be. It's about supporting each other. It's about this family we're all in. And for those that want to hurt each other, for those that want to riot and rape and pillage and wish the worst and manipulate, karma is real. And they will get what they deserve, but that does not mean in turn into animals ourselves. Whether it be the child trafficking that the government has, and or these. Oh, I can't go much further into this, can I now, without my video being taken down? So, I'm going to take that step back, So, yeah. Because the second I start saying certain things, my video will be taken down, yo. And that's okay. That's okay. Because even if it was, I would just make another one. So it's good. Okay? So, hold on a second. It's stressful. It is stressful, yo. So I have a vape pen, and that's okay. That's okay. Because I'm trying to cut down on cigarettes. But even if I did have a cigarette, excuse me, okay? Because we're living in stressful times, yo. So, this. So, I will cut this down. Thank you for listening. I love you all. Stay strong. Stay blessed. I love you all. And you all can watch this for 5 minutes at a time, a minute at a time, to see how I'm doing, or just check in. And if you say something negative, I'll just kindly block you. I love you still. And if you say something positive, awesome. Okay, cool. This is for your own discernments, your own note-taking, your own reviewship. And I honor and respect all opinion and cultures. I say this is the time to bring it in. Okay? Just bring it in. Love each other. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, you're negative? Okay, fuck you then. You're no more negativity. Negativity, get the fuck over there. Yo. Okay, so if you're positive, awesome. But don't waste your time on the overly negative ones. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna end this with that. Okay, we're at a point right now where you will be tested. Don't think you can help this dark soul, with all due respect, and I will get some controversy in that. By now, you know who's on your side and you know who's not. And if you're that down the hamster wheel where you're still fucking with people that are hurting you and are bringing your vibrations down, then you're not getting this. You have free will. There is no limits here. You can do what you want. You can stop right now and go to Canada. You can go jump in the river and you can go find enlightenment on a mountain. You can do whatever you want. I don't recommend you jump in a river though. Please don't do that. Please do not jump in a river and say Raymond told me to go jump in a river. Okay? Because if you do that, I swear, don't do that. Point being, okay, is don't jump in a river. Okay? Thank you. But point being is that you can do what you want, yo. Okay? Don't let these fake limitations of your walls and imagination limit you to what you can and can't do. Don't let these chemicals and media tell you what you can and can't do since you were a child. That's why you believe it? Because they've been telling you since you were a kid? Oh, so that's why it's true, right? Because you've been told your whole life something, so that's why you're going to believe it. That's a smart move. Yeah. So no. Do not just believe blindly. Even question me. Hey, Raymond, I'm going to question the fuck out of you. And I'm going to say, yay. So I like that. Individual thought processes. Individual thought. Good. I like it. Okay. Maybe lower down the tension a little bit. But that's the point. I like it though. Okay, good. So individual thought. Because right now, that's being all the more implemented is social distancing on an actual subconscious level. What's being implemented is this new norm. What's being implemented is this new way of living. Very fast, mind you, so fast. Just what? Just in the last 3 months or so, four, give or take, that there's been this change in the world of, this tension, this new energy, this newfound energy, and now's the time to more than ever just dig in, just get that source, find the source level, it's because we're all connected to the source, say for example, this is a representation of a hive mind. That's why I say we're not drones. No, we have free will, but the concept is, hello, Miss Kelly. Good evening. We have this connection to this core point. We're all connected. Say, for example, the metaphor of the hive mind or the bees. The bees, why bees? Well, they all act as one. They all act as one for one, okay? Have you seen how they act? The actual actions of bees, honeybees to be particular. What is interesting when you see it from metaphorical level of these murder hornets, the murder hornet thing, the murder hornets. It's just, that's, the Asian wasps. Okay, I'm just gonna calm that for now. The media wanted to put more of a context of fear, sprinkle a little fear over there. What better to control the masses than fear? So of course the ones with the higher energy is gonna call that out. But sadly, and they safely bet that most of us are lower vibration. Most of us are lower energy. So that's why more important, more than ever right now, we must unite the heart chakra and the third eye. We have to combine this, this seat of awareness that we're all in, to bring out this source field. And I will conclude this for now to say that's how properly discernment of the third eye and the heart chakra will help get us through this evolutional period we're in. We're in a state of evolution where we're being tested on, will we evolve or will we destroy ourselves? Like I said, I will mention this for the third time because it really just grinds my nerves a little bit and really gets me sometimes. That it's been, it's been told for a while of this is going to happen. And when it does, half of us just freak the fuck out. It's just like, but we've been telling you, but it was told, you just weren't listening and you didn't believe or something. I get it. We all have cultural differences, okay? But no matter what context you look at, no matter what books you look at, it's not about a certain religion. No, it goes beyond any one sect or one religion. It's the fact that all the texts say that we're going to reach a point where we have to bring out this energy somehow, some way, this Christ energy that we all have, mind you, which it's not Christ energy, but that's one term that, in the West we can see that's been used a lot, that I was born with. I get that, I was, but I just take these teachings from the East and merge them together. So, mind the way I talk, so that's why we do this. We combine as much as we can, with each other, and I will say again, if your energy is low, go into your own cosmos and bring it out. No matter how strong the item, no matter how strong the theme, the tarot deck, the cards, whatever you say, you must bring that energy out. Yes, you have to purge. Yes, you have to. Everything you're doing is only in context to how much energy you have within you. So if something's suffering in your art, or something's not going right in your energy field, or your spells aren't working, it's you just have to clean that out and push out your energy more. Just bring that energy so strong, okay? And it will clean this for us, this state of awareness. This energy field within us is pure. There's a point of energy within us that in there, though, it's really in there, okay, that It's neither ever affected by reality, this reality around us, this illusion around us. It's not affected, it's not tainted. It's untainted, the source of energy. Okay, that, like I was mentioning, the bees. Okay, we're all connected at some source. Okay, say there's 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 people here. But if they all close their eyes, they're all connected. So in Dzogchen teachings, we meditate with our eyes open to purposely kind of say, what's the same, what's the difference? There's no difference. There's no same, it's all the same, whether you have your eyes open and you're meditating upon this, or you're looking in here. At the end of the day, it's the same, because you're the one that's creating that. On a quantum physics level, you're creating what you're seeing. When light goes from this light bulb or the sun hits your retina, for a split second, the brain is computing what is being allowed to see through the light waves, okay? That's why we go inside ourselves, because you can do all the magic you want, but the main magic that is important is in here to transmute. Yes, you want to transmute. You want to bring out that energy that's in here. The nature of out here is only affected when it comes down to it by what we let our emotions be affected by and our energy. At the end of the day, it's what we let affect us, okay, and our energy. The energy stays the same. The energy is non-discriminatory. Okay, energy, again, is non-discriminatory. Okay, energy does not discriminate. So if something bad happened to you or good happened to you, the pure energy in here doesn't care. Now, what does that mean? It means no matter what happens, you can still bring it out. Okay? No matter what trauma you went through, no matter how bad you feel, no matter how weak you feel, I can't do it. I can't. If you're breathing, if you have a heartbeat, like I mentioned, okay? One of the meditations I like to do is just get a little stethoscope, okay? And listen to your heart. Like I mentioned this, the ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. You want to listen to your life force. You want to listen to your own energy field, okay? And just listen to that. Just listen to your heart. Just literally listen to your fucking heart. Just, okay, literally. On a literal, physical, metaphorical scale. With all due respect, it's very important that you listen to your heart, okay? Your heart has an untold amount of energy, with all due respect, okay, in conjunction to your pineal gland. The most important part, and I cannot stress this enough, is your pineal gland and the seat of your heart, okay? With love, protection, kindness, wisdom, you must act in the right moral compass, morally speaking, to change the outcome of what's coming. This is the only way we can change what's coming, by changing within, okay? So, transmute, be alive, be aware. And we're in a critical junction right now, okay? We're in a critical junction in time where we're being called upon, okay? Certain ones, well, in a way, all of us are being called upon. All of us, yo. I mean, even the ones rioting and doing you have free will. You have free will. You can change that shit right now, right here, right now, and peacefully protest if you want. Fine. I support peaceful protests. I get that, but why do I sound questionable about that? Because in a way, I don't want to get too much into the conspiracy thing, but that's what they want. So we want to do something unexpected. Go within ourselves on a spiritual level and bring it out in an actual physical way of helping the world. Okay? So there's a way to do this safely. There's a way to do this and enlighten yourself and achieve this rainbow body that's been told about for years and years, this rainbow family, rainbow tribe. Well, in the Dzogchen text of Tibet, there's an actual art. And that's why I try to teach step by step of literally achieving this rainbow body. And I don't use just old school Tibetan ways. No, I believe you have to listen to all cultures. I believe you have to unite everything, like a puzzle piece that the universe, that God put here from the beginning, from day one. And it's a beautiful, miraculous, magical journey of, can I beat samsara? Can I find the universe's answers? And can I see past all the bullshit of life? and these dates and these jobs and all, and money that society put upon me. What's my true mission when there's all these distractions of money, sex, greed, lies, lust, whatever the concept being in humanity. They're distractions. They're just distractions. It doesn't affect this in here. Your core heartbeat, the dun, the bump, the bump, the bump, the bump. It's non-discriminatory, okay? And you can reach this point because it's not affected like you are. Your human brain is affected by TV, media, distractions. We're at a critical point right now that you need to plug in, and tap in, okay? And bring out that energy, okay? Bring out that energy like never before, okay? So that's why I go so deeply into this. I'll stay up late sometimes. I mean, right now I'm drinking an energy drink because I need to stay awake and I just need to transfer this shit, so yeah. Venom. I'm not publicizing it, I'm not being published by it. It's just energy. I like to stay safely energized, and I just do a lot of research. I do a lot of meditation. This is my life, okay? This is just the way I do it, and I hope I can just have y'all just get even a piece of what I'm saying and be better than me. Just be better. You want to always inspire the person next to you to be better than me. Like, hey, dude, I know you can do better than me. I know you can. Well, fuck me then? Okay, well, I still love you, no matter what. You just love the fuck out of them. Just now, does that mean you still mess with them? No. Just keep your distance from that. No, you don't need that negativity in your life. No. But don't harbor hatred. And here's a tip. There's a Tibetan process called tongze, or tongze, where I use this a lot, actually. Because I've been through a lot of trauma, and I've been through I've seen a lot of suffering. So what can you do? What can you do then? If you have so much hatred, you have so much anger, you have so much resentment, and you just can't get past it, what can you do? You can still be a strong witch, you can still be a strong light worker, right? But you have so much energy of anger, of hatred. What do? Well, this is okay. This is fine. In a way, this is good. You can use that anger and hatred and transmute it in a protective way. This is something I do. Because I can't be all love and bliss. I can't, okay? I cannot be that typical guru of monk or whatever at love and peace, my child, and I love you all. And, I can't do that, because I realize the epiphanies and the horrors of the world, okay? I can't do that and sit blindly to all this child trafficking and all this murder and what's happening in Iraq and Iran and all this murder and pillaging and rape and all these riots. I cannot peacefully and stay happy about that. It affects me on a deep quantum level. It affects me, okay? So I meditate in this. I meditate in all this pain. I meditate in all this suffering. It is called the art of tongze, or tongze. Okay? You meditate on the suffering. You meditate on the pain. You meditate and you focus on nothing but the pain. You get in tune with the universe through its pain. Now, there's different ways of accessing the core point. There's emptiness. There's wishlessness. There's the point of equanimity. Equanimity meaning feeling nothing, absorbing. Okay? And there's another one that's a little harder called tongze, which is the one I use. You have so much understanding of suffering, like Avalokitesvara, or the many heads of Kanan, the many heads of Chenrezig in Sanskrit and Tibetan, meaning for you have eyes for suffering. You catch this suffering. You catch this this unjustness. You take a position of the Mahakala role. In Tibetan scripture, there's this the stance of Avalokitesvara, meaning the enlightened one that stops their enlightenment right at the tip, at the precipice, before reaching godhood, to look back and hear the screams and pains of others. It's an enlightened gift that some of us empaths use. That some of us are that you can look at someone and you can just tell the pain, or they're lying. You can tell they're bullshit a mile away. It's like, I know what's in you. I know what you're saying is bullshit, or I really feel for you. I can see what you're going through just a mile away. And it's just this moment of discernment, this moment of absorption is something that can be used in strength as well. Like I said, in the art of Tongzi, you're using the suffering to connect to the world. You don't just have to use happiness. You don't have to use equanimity and wishlessness and selflessness. It's all. You can also use what Mahakala, the avatar of divine rage, used. There's this other tactic of severe protection. I'm fucking pissed. And, all this rioting, this I want to protect, this I'm going to protect. And you raise your Kundalini so high because you're thinking of the suffering and the unjust of the world. You're connecting right to the core of the 0 point because of its pain. Now, right now, we're feeling a lot of the pain right now of the world. If you just meditate on it, you'll feel it right away. Okay, right away. Okay. Now it can be tough to absorb this energy, but you can do it, and that's why I say we do it together. Okay, so we use this suffering, we use this tension. Okay, we literally use this tension to create an opening, a door. Because right now, ironically, we can use it. Okay, more than ever. All the retrogrades happening, it's not a coincidence. All the retrogrades, the murder hornets, the COVID-19, the rioting, it's just so perfectly planned. It is just so. Thank you, Miss Kelly. You have a good night too. You're always welcome, and thank you for the inspiration. So much love, sister. So much respect. And you have a great night, please. You and your family. Thank you. And Tongzi, the art of breaking through suffering, is just one of several tools in the Tibetan arts. But like I said, I go past the Tibetan arts, though. I just use that as a huge point of inspiration. The point here is to use and transmute the suffering, to use and transmute it in a way where you are protecting with love and devotion and might. Okay? So that's another concept I can mention upon the concept of meditation and the different concepts we use to connect to this 0 point, to this core, to bring out for further magics, for further abilities, for further accomplishments, as they would call it, siddhis in Tibet, spiritual accomplishments, which we can bring out in different ways. It's not crazy to think about anymore in conjunction to how crazy this year has been. So this is the time to invite that craziness all the more. And yeah, feel like you can have a direct impact in the world. I dare you. You can. Because, dude, this shit's crazy. So dig into crazy beliefs then, as long as you're doing it peacefully, not hurting anyone, and you're doing it in the correct way, and it helps with a mentor or a teacher, but you don't have to, as long as you know the instructions or you know the guidelines, and as long as you have, most importantly, a pure heart, pure soul, pure moral compass. Okay? This is the way of the white witch. This is the way of the energy worker. This is the way of the Reiki worker, to mean no harm unless done harm. It's even in Catholic energy workers, even that, they know that. Just do no harm. An eye for an eye, though, right? I respect that. I get that. An eye for an eye, right? I get that, so what we do is we bring out the best energy and light we can from within. Thank you, brother. Thank you. You bring me honor and respect. Thank you. We bring out this energy. We bring out this light like never before. Okay, on a collective level. and we will see the difference. We can heal others. We can make a difference, like ripples in water. How ripples become greater waves. How waves become tsunamis. We can make a difference, and I invite you to make that difference inside, in your heart, and in your mind. You create that difference, and that's how it starts. Okay, so now I will end this. I appreciate all my viewers, my brothers, my sisters. I appreciate you all. Namaste. Blessed be. Live in kindness. Stay in intense serenity and do not give up. I will be back, and just stay strong.